Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders seeing what's current. Had adjusted lighting. I always forget the lighting. All right. Can't forget the lighting. All right. What are we talking about today? We're going to get right into the issue. It's very light, very, joyous, really. Not too heavy, nothing, no squabbling in the streets that I'm covering. Maybe on some other stories that might be like that, but this is pretty, it's pretty light. This is what I would normally do on a Friday. But I'm doing this today because it's her birthday, Kash Doll, and she's representing Detroit. She's coming out of the D. Pause. And she has a flow. She has everything like that, but that's not the main issue. The main issue is that she's pregnant. She's got her own little baby on the way. I think she already had a child named Cashton, but she's got a new baby on the way. She found out while her boyfriend or her beau, or I don't think they're married, so something like that. They were on vacation in Turks and Caicos, and she kept on drinking alcohol and throwing up, and so it was like something's not going, and then she got the test, and on I think it was his birthday actually, she gave him a stack of money with the pregnancy test clipped on the back of it. So she handed it over to him. He was counting the cash. He flipped it over, saw the pregnancy test, saw it was positive, and he was very elated. He was very happy about that. So that's a good sign. He's Tracy T. He's an MMG artist. I don't think he released any efforts as of yet, but I think they seem like a good couple. Kash Doll might be my favorite female rapper, even though I don't know any of her songs like that. I couldn't repeat them. I couldn't say them like that. But Kash Doll just seems like she's from the trenches, out the mud. She's about that bag, just like any other self-respecting female rapper or even a male rapper, especially. So I think that's a very a special deal with her, and she has a little bit of discography. She had a breakout single album with the likes of Big Sean and Lil Wayne and other guests, and so, but it didn't do so well. It kind of bricked. It sold about 8,000 units, but she's eating off of videos. She's eating off of YouTube videos, I'm sure. Unless they belong all to the label, which I doubt. But she's eating off of those. She's eating off of her appearances. She's an actress on BMF, so I mean, she's not hurting for money. I'm sure she's getting that bag, and that's what I like about a female. A female who can get that bag is sexy as hell. That is so sexy when you see a woman getting on her grind, getting that money, all these different ways. No matter, I mean, I would rather them not. But if you're scamming, you're scheming and stuff like that. But for the most part, she's not doing anything, or for what I understand. Let me put that out there. She's not doing anything like that. She's just making albums and cutting records and just trying to live the best life she can possibly live. Coming out of Detroit, it's hard as hell. You got the first one that comes to mind. Who is it that comes to first in mind? Detroit. I mean, in this era, and this not Motown. Now I'm talking about Stevie Wonder, or, somebody like that, Marvin Gaye, Eminem, Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, the Diamond White Boy. He fell off, during the 2000s, and a lot of people argue, well, shit, Lil Wayne and Kanye West had a chance. They wouldn't have had a chance if he had his foot on their necks, if he was rapping. But he got sidetracked and got on drugs and got fat and was looking down. But he came back with, even though it's probably one of his least records, it's still sold platinum. Relapse, and then his monumental, one of his masterpieces. He has like 3 masterpieces, I think. Some Shady LP, the Marshall Mathers LP, I think Recovery are his 3 masterpieces. But or maybe 4. Encore is probably another masterpiece. But one more time on Eminem. I'm just giving you context, though. I'm giving you context of where she comes from, where her hood, where she's coming from Detroit. I'm sure she's not from 8 Mile. She's from Dexter. That's a different, section of the city. But Kash Doll definitely has proven herself to be a champion for her hometown. She's definitely, proven herself to be somebody that is a force to be reckoned with, somebody that can be challenged, that's somebody that can be on a level of being, great. So I think it is a great look that she can be pregnant on her birthday today, March 14th, Pi Day, for all you nerds and geeks out there. Make sure you eat some pizza or have some dessert pie during today. I had myself a blueberry pie. Had 2 slices actually with my fat ass. But I'm down to 204. Applaud me. I was up to 230, 225 before. Now I'm down to 204. So I'm trying to get to 190. I'm trying to get to 180 and by at least July. I think I can get down to 180 by at least July. We'll see what happens. But anyway, back to Kash Doll. I get sidetracked on my own self. But Kash Doll has songs like Iced Out. She's got songs like Falk One, after extend the one, or Big One and Falk Them, and like that. She's got she has hits, and she's grinding. She's, like I said, if she's with BMF, there's a good chance she's getting paid like $80,000 an episode at least, something like that, maybe even more. I can only imagine how much 50 is paying her, to be on BMF. I mean, that's just extraordinary that she's able to do that, to be a mom, to be somebody that is entrenched in the music business, and also do the acting roles, just like many people before, Queen Latifah, the Brat, and things like that. So people like that. Yeah, so Kash Doll is a winner. She is definitely a winner. I salute her. I applaud her. I definitely agree with what she's doing. It seems like she does the same thing over and over, though. Seems like the City Girls and Lotto and Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, they all have to have that self assertion of their vagina. They have to say it's wet and slippery and you can't handle it, nigga, and all that stuff. You can't. It's like, but like I said this on many occasions. There are doctors, there are architects, there are CEOs, CFOs, COOs, CTOs, all kinds of women. After a long day, they pull out their hair, they take off their bra, they have, it may have a vaporizer of CBL, what is it? CBL, is it CBL? Something like that. THC, whatever the case may be. And they take off their heels and they're rolling around in their apartment with the wood floors and the large windows overlooking the water, everything. Probably like $70,000 a month payment. So they don't want to listen to "I'm calling you." Like they don't want to listen to that. They want to listen to "I'm a bad bee." I'm gonna try to. They want to hear that. They want to hear that. Live. Up in your face, girl talk. That real female. Empowerment kind of music, like hip hop, like heavy hip hop. That really dirty from the south, from the north, from the west, to the Midwest. They want to hear that kind of music. That's what they want to jam to. That's Kash Doll. She provides that. She lets that be known. She lets that be heard. She puts that out there into the world, just like so many other different acts that represent for women. There's so many other women that are trying to get onto the scene. Ice Spice is another example. They all have that same kind of mentality. That's like, get money. I got the best pussy. That's what they're saying in their minds. Women, pause. But I'll take your man. If she, Kash Doll says I can't be with an NBA nigga if he ain't starting. Like, that's just real talk. Like, that's just like that arrogant, very, assertive, aggressive kind of a speech. It works. It fits because she sells. She, like I said, her first album didn't sell that well, but she has singles, and I'm sure she made platinum off those singles that she had, or at least gold. She's making money off of the YouTube streams and streams from Spotify and Apple and Tidal. Tomo out up. Tomo up. Okay, William, what the hell are you talking about? Salute. What the hell are you talking about? Salute, sir. Respect. But I don't know what you mean. You're saying YouTube. What is Tomo op? I don't know what Tomo op is. You're talking some gibberish to me. I don't know what you're saying. But respect to you anyway. But yeah, Kash Doll. She's the truth. She's the truth. I did a story about her a few weeks ago. Jack can lead it. Oh, not okay. Now, okay. You're speaking a different language. I don't know. I don't know what is that? Is that Danish? Are you speaking Danish, William? I'm gonna have to translate this shit. Let me quickly translate this. Let me see the translation. You are a banana? Is that what you're saying? What in the world? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's Danish. I appreciate you, William. Don't think I don't appreciate you. I know that Cream TV must have put you on to my show, so I appreciate it. What is it, like 11 o'clock tonight over there, or nearing 11 o'clock? Oh, it's nearing 10 o'clock. It's 9:12 p.m. And it's not. I meant my bad. Bro. Yeah. I'm not your bro, but I understand. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9:12. Okay, so 9:13. Okay, so I respect you. Like I said, I just didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I didn't know what you meant, so I had to put it into Google. Rick James, ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. I gazed and gazed with little thought the wealth this show to me had brought. I present the man looking through the sky, the looking glass himself, Skyler Saunders. He was so close. If he had just put Saunders, he would have had it. He had my first name right. He has the C's at the end right. But he put Saynder. Rick James, salute to you, sir. Respect. Talking about Kash Doll, talking about one of the truest, most fluent, most talked about females in the game. She definitely represents the D. Pause. I'm talking about Detroit. She represents the Detroit rap scene. People like Royce the 5'9". All of D12. Everybody never talks about D12, but D12, all of them. She is definitely a looker. She's very beautiful. She's very sexy looking. Brown skin girl. She looks good. But I can't, I'm not pushing up on her because she's got Tracy T. Tracy T he seems like a real nigga, but she got her life together. She's trying to make it out, like I said, she's made it out the mud. She was in the trenches. Any recent logoisms you can think of. She's got a bod her dad would be proud of. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would her dad be proud of her daughter's body? I don't. It's weird to me. That's some obey the walrus stuff, my friend. That's goofy and creepy to me. Oh man, but Kash Doll is the truth. Kash Doll has put it together. She's putting it down. She's definitely making her mark. And she has a kid. I think she has two kids. Let me make 100% sure. She's very attractive. Okay, yeah. So it was she gave birth to her son on January 6, 2022. So she'll have, I think the name of the child is Cashton. She plays Monique in the Stars series BMF. Like I mentioned before, but I didn't know the name Monique. So and she's got a recurring role as Maisha on Diarra from Detroit. I might have pronounced that right. Maybe it's Diarra. I think it's Diarra from Detroit. So she's getting bags. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. She's definitely getting bags. I'm envious of her kids. You would be. You would be envious. Their mama is popping. Well, one of the babies is mama's popping. The baby didn't pop out yet. She just announced today on her birthday that she was having a child. That's especially for people that celebrate their birthdays. I don't celebrate my birthday. I celebrate the fact that I'm great every single day. I celebrate the fact that I'm worthy of living every single day, not just on birthday. Because birthday's like, yeah, woo, woo, happy birthday, feliz cumpleaños, and then the next day it's like, whatever, who are you? Are you even a real person? Do you even exist? What? Like people treat you like that. It's the goofiest shit. It's really goofy. Birthdays. I don't really go for birthdays. Ever since I learned from the great master, Mr. Troy Star Terrain, I do not go after birthdays. I don't do it. I don't agree with them. But I do abide by them in a sense to my family, my close family, the people closest to me. I give them gifts. They give me gifts. I get it, but when I probably branch out and go out totally on my own again, I'm not going to worry about birthdays again. I'm not going to be worried about them. They're not going to be something that I'm going to have in my mind. I'm not going to even think about it. But what I think about the most is the fact that we have people that are so enamored by celebrity and status and people who have a net worth. I looked on her net worth. Her net worth, according to Celebrity Net Worth, I think it's called. It's $4 million. Now that could be up or that could be down. But she's somewhere in that ballpark. She at least has $1 million, I'm sure. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot. That's the weird thing we have in our society. $1 million is not a lot of money. It's not. Really, it's not. But it is like so goofy. That's what we're so weird. $1 million doesn't get you much. Besides, and you'll have money left over. It doesn't get you too much. You can buy like a $250,000 house, have $750,000 left. So what you buy? A car? You buy a nice car. You buy like an $80,000 car. So you're down to what? What's that? 75, 8. What's that? 69? 75, 60. That's like 60. You have $670,000, and it just goes on and on and on and on like that. So it's a weird space that we live in. But I think Kash Doll is, showing herself to be worthy of all the millions that she earns. Because this is just it's a crapshoot. It's a wild west. Hip hop is still the wild west. You get in, you can go so far, you can get so much money, but you can't tell when the money will stop. You can't tell. You don't know. You don't know when the money is gonna drag on you or lag on you. That's gonna be the problem. That's gonna be the issue. That's what she says. Even the diamonds can't keep me warm. The ice can't keep me warm at night. I'm paraphrasing. She says something like that. That's true. That's a great statement. That's one of the best statements to ever come out of hip hop. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but she says something like that. The ice can't keep me warm at night. That's the reality of the business. You can have $100 billion. You can have $200 billion. And I hope you're happy. You should be happy because money does make people happy. Let's not get that cliche, involved. Money doesn't make you happy. Sure it does. Makes you very happy. If you earned it, if you deserve it. If you earn your keep, if you earn your money, you should be very proud. You should be very, almost boastful. You don't have to boast, but you can be, proud of your money because you earned it. It's yours. That's what the whole problem is with taxes. You earn your money. Why is there an income tax? I could see a consumption tax, but not an income tax. You got these artists like Kash Doll that are putting in work, putting in money, making women at the club, at the booby bar, going up and down poles, and it just seems like that you have to give a portion of your wealth, the money you earned, to the government for various projects that you don't really believe in or approve of. There's OSHA, there's the oh my God. Well, obviously the IRS, even though I don't blame necessarily the IRS workers, because they chipped me off. Actually, they said, "Hey, we took too much money. Here's $4,000, tax free." So I wasn't. I mean, they didn't even tax the money that they missed. That they calculated against me. But yeah. So what the EPA, the FDA, and so many more of the alphabet companies, alphabet agencies in this country that some people don't even recognize. Like I don't recognize the EPA. I don't support the EPA. Definitely not with my dollars because I don't pay their taxes. I don't support what I said before. The FDA. Everybody loves that. FDA approved. FDA approved. Like who gives a shit if the FDA approved it? They deny so many drugs for so many years, and millions of people die. Literally, millions of people die of cancers and other ailments because they don't have the proper mentality to say, look, this we have nothing to do with this. We should only be a gun. We should be for the monopolization of force. It should only be warriors, policemen, and judges. That's it. Armed forces, the police force, police and law enforcement, and the law courts. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all the government should be. Nothing else. And you know how much wealth and creativity and motivation and activity, the idea of being able to do what you want to do with your own money, just imagine how that would be. How many Kash Dolls would there be? I know there's only one Kash Doll, but how many, young girls will say, I want to be like her, I want to grow up and be a rapper and do that and be able to finance it and have her own level of being herself. That's what's so amazing about people like Kash Doll. They know they're going to get taxed like hell. That's why, I look at entertainers and CEOs and all of that. They pay millions of dollars, sometimes billions of dollars in taxes. And Biden, it's a shame I have to call him a fellow Delawarean, but he wants to tax. Well, this is really, brilliant and, original. He wants to tax the highest flyers, the most money makers. It's disgusting. It really is nasty. It really is disturbing. So it's like, yeah, exactly. Rick James says tax the rich. That's his whole plan. Tax the non-productive. That's hard to do because they're not producing. They're not making anything. They're not Kash Doll. They're not, trying to take a sad story and make it happy and make it glad. That's the thing. Tax the rich. You shouldn't tax the rich. Shouldn't tax the poor. Tax the non-productive, or make the non-productive. You know, encourage them to be productive. Rick James says, take a sad song and make it better. Yeah, exactly. He's going after Beatles lyrics now. I definitely am not about to recite no Beatles lyrics on here. I'm not about to get chased by Paul McCartney or Ringo Starr or in the I don't know who owns the catalog. Wasn't it Michael Jackson who owned the Beatles catalog? Somebody brought that back. I'm sure somebody brought that back. I'm pretty sure. Who owns? Let me look that up real quick. Now that I'm interested. Beatles. Sony Music Publishing controls the rights of the vast majority of Beatles songs. Sony Music Publishing is listed as the copyright owner for virtually all the Lennon-McCartney songs, except for about a half dozen of them. Okay, so it's Sony. Sony owns the Beatles catalog. Michael Jackson's estate sold the publishing rights to the Beatles music in 2016. Damn. 5 years after his 7 years after his death. The rights were acquired by Sony ATV and music publishing company in a deal reportedly worth around $750 million. Michael Jackson had purchased the Beatles catalog in 1985, which included the rights to many other iconic songs. So he was doing a move. He did a move. Michael Jackson was doing a move, not just a dance move. He was doing that money grab. He did that money grab on the Beatles. He took them white boys publisher and he was like, you know what? Let me get this guap. And then the estate, Catherine, sold it. $750 million, almost $1 billion. Whoo! You can say MJ betrayed Sir Paul, but you can't really say it at the same time. You can't really you can type that. But Paul had to agree to it. The goddamn girl is mine. Like she's mine. Michael Jackson and I might have to stop singing that much, but MJ and Sean and Paul McCartney, they were fighting over the girl. They were fighting over the money. That's what they were doing. They don't care. They didn't care about the broad. They didn't care about the chick. They cared about the money. So, but I want to see Kash Doll with a net worth of $750 million. Why not? Why can't she get to that level, or at least get to whatever level she can achieve? I just want to see that. She's that great of an artist. She has a great flow. She knows how to do it. She reminds me of Trina in a lot of ways. Not to say I have to compare her to somebody, but she just has that vibe to me. She has a really relaxed kind of vibe, and she doesn't want her heart broken, and she's very assertive and very strong-willed. I like that about her. Rick James says all she needs to do is make an OnlyFans. Yeah, hey, if Kash Doll made of OnlyFans of just her feet, she would make $200,000 a month. I'm sure of it. I'm not even kidding. She would make buku cash, bougie cash. She'd be bad and bougie. She would definitely hold it down for that level on that type of timing. So I definitely would appreciate her if she does, in fact, do that. If she makes it to that point where she has in her mind what she wants to do. If she wants to, go on OnlyFans and just show her feet, fine with it. She just wants to be a rapper. She just wants to be an actress. Let that be. But as long as she's getting the back, that's the whole point of this country. Everybody gets it messed up. Oh, I was talking about on my writing community, Vocal.media. I was talking to one of the writers. She was like, I wasn't here for the money. I was like, I'm here for the money. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get this messed up. I'm all about the cash. I'm all about a bag. And between my YouTube earnings, just based on donations, and my earnings based on placing in different challenges, and tips and the earnings I made $4,000 plus with very little help. The only person I can look to is Mr. Troy Star Terrain, who has guided me on a lot of issues. A lot of, make sure you have the thumbnail like this. Make sure you have, the information like that. Make sure the details are in this place. He's definitely giving me that range. So I appreciate him and what he does. And I hope Kash Doll has somebody that can, steer her career and she doesn't get caught up in, different squabbles or lose money over court cases or anything like that. She's too much to be great. And I wish her a happy birthday and a salute for being a great mom already and going to be a mom of two. All right, I got to talk about Instagram. Oh man, I met a chick last night or the night before? I think it was the night before. And I was just like, oh, she's cool as hell. She's got the piercings right here. She got the piercings here. She's got all kinds of tattoos. She's tatted up. She's got the spray paint all over the Bugatti. She's got mad graffiti all over the Ferrari. It's all over the place. Not to knock that. I just can't have it. I know there's a woman piercing on the. I don't know, Rick James. I don't know. He's asking piercings on the door downstairs. I have no idea. I just met her online. But yeah, so she we were rolling tight. We were rolling pretty good. And it just got out of hand. It was funny because it was like her birthday was yesterday, right? So I was asking her a few questions like, how's your birthday? What's up? Stuff like that. I was purposefully being, annoying because I can just be annoying sometimes. And I'm okay with that. That's just part of my character. And other people say, well, get out of that character. Well, no. I have to be the fly in the ointment. So she gets to talking. She says she's going to school for being a mortician / funeral director. I'm like, that's what I wanted to be when I was 12 years old. When I was 12 years old, 7th grade, did a career day. I wanted to be a mortician. My dad wanted to be a mortician. He still can, but he became a minister. He has a degree in that. But my uncle, Uncle Julius, he's a registered, licensed funeral director / mortician. So it's in the family already, or the idea to be one is in the family. So I'm talking to her on Instagram, and we're going back and forth. And she said something like, on a date. I was like, yeah, we can go to a movie and then a dinner. And she's like, no, I don't want to do a movie. I don't like that. And she's like, I was like, well, what are you into? She's like, oh, I'm doing like, I don't know, like rock climbing and zip lining and skydiving and stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I can do the zip lining. That's about as close as I'm gonna get. I'm probably not gonna do rock climbing or skydiving or anything like that. But we were talking about it and we were just going on about the date and everything like that, how it would go. And then she hits me with travel and booking fees. I'm like, the closest I can get is the travel. But what's up with this booking? She's like, well, it could be sexual, it could be comforting, it could be something. I'm like, no, I'm not a pimp, but I'm not a simp either. And I'm not a pause, exactly. And I'm not, a John. I'm not out here to be tricking on these hoes or nothing like that. On these thoughts. Not out here for that. Not out here for that. So, she had a response on Instagram just a few hours ago. And I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up? She was like, she put the dots. She put 2 dots. She was like, I'm about to, what she said, I can't remember what she said, but I'm about to drop you from here or something, or we're about to get off of Instagram or something. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, I can respect that. It didn't really hit me that hard. I mean, I would like to have smashed her, but that's probably all I wanted to do was smash her. And maybe if I wifed her, it would be basically on some business shit, because that's business right there. Mortician, funeral director, you're always in business, especially if you live in like places like Wilmington, Delaware, where people get laid out on the daily. You're in good business. You're in good hands with being a mortician slash funeral director. You definitely have the ability to make a good living and pass it down. Even if they don't even, if your family that your kids, if they don't even want to be in the funeral business, they can sell it, and that'd be for millions, because there's so much that goes into the intimacies, the intricacies of being a funeral director. They go to conventions. They have what kind of caskets that go from $2,000 all the way up to $20,000. They have different urns. The cremation of you have a crematory. So I was ready to vibe. I'm still ready to vibe with her. She said, you can hit me in my live, but you can't be in my Instagram. So I was like, cool. And then one of my favorite things to do is that triple combo where you block, restrict, and report them. And the report is hilarious. The report is just, it says, why are you reporting him? And it's different things like, I don't know, because it was spam, because of explicit language or explicit images or something. One of them just says, I just don't like it. So I tapped that one. I said, I just don't like it. I just don't like what she's saying right now. So I said, I hit her with that 3. I hit her with that triple combo. Bow, bow, bow. That's what it was like. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now I'll go on her live, and it'll be awkward for a moment, but it won't be awkward for me, because I'll just be like, look, I'm not paying for sex. You're attractive as hell. You look very good. You are very good. You're tatted up. You're pierced up. And look, I'm very, like I said, on me, I'm not gonna have any graffiti on the Lamborghini. But chicks, it doesn't look bad. Like it makes me, anything that makes me have questions without too many questions. It's like, how long did it take? Why did you choose that? Different tattoo. Why is it there? Did you have any more? It's like, it was just a strange kind of situation. It was very strange. But I hit her with that triple combo, and got her to F up out of here. I think before she even got me out. But that's just me. I'm Tom Petty. I'm Sky Petty. I hit her with I just don't like it. Simple as that. I just don't like it. No, ain't no riddle, ain't nothing you got to figure out. I just don't like it. Simple as that. Yeah, but she seemed like she was good. She's from Britain. She's from Framingham, I think, Britain. Lives in Pennsylvania. Sometimes goes down to Delaware. Sometimes comes around to my state. I would have loved to have something, it may not be too late, but it could be too late. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But she was pretty good on the eyes. And she had a mind about her. She was all about her business. She was in her clips, and she was like quoting, and I don't know what it's called when you're like miming people that are recordings. When she's if you're like, and then somebody's talking, that's what she was saying. And like, there's stuff about business and shit. That's sexy as hell to me. When chicks are about their business, that is beautiful. When they have different entrepreneurial skills, that is wonderful to me. That is excellent. That's what makes me, really want to get into a lot of chicks on POF, because they're getting money. POF is about getting that bag. People are getting dragons and stuff like that. That's the highest level you can get. It's like $1,400 or something like that. I don't know how much. Maybe it's not $1,400. Maybe it's like $250. That's a long range, but it's something. They get a good chunk of change. Rick James says that's what makes you want to get inside it. Yeah, yes, yes. That is true. I don't like a lazy chick. I don't like a chick that, what? Huh? I gotta do what? You uh I gotta say what? I gotta do this. No, I like the chick that's like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm about this paper. I'm about this bag. I'm about to go out there. I'm about to get it. I'm about to get it out these streets. I'm about to, even the scammers. Scammers, I like their energy. The scammers' energy is right. Just their methods are wrong. Methods are messed up. Energy is correct. They have the idea of being a business person. They're just on the wrong side of it. They're just on the wrong side of business. So I respect them though. I do have respect for them. I can't salute you, people who scam and stuff like that, but I understand. The plan is to show you that I understand. You are appreciated. Especially with scams where it's like nobody gets physically hurt. I'm not saying, that it's necessarily good. I'm just saying how there's always the ones like Frank Abagnale, Jordan Belfort. These are white men who committed some of the worst frauds in American history and caused serious irreparable damage to their characters, but ended up as Leonardo DiCaprio in two of the biggest directors' movies. Steven Spielberg with Catch Me If You Can, and The Wolf of Wall Street with Martin Scorsese. And what are they doing? Frank Abagnale is doing security breaches. He's heading different security firms and giving them tips and ideas on how to protect their customers. No, it wasn't Francis Coppola, sir. No, you're wrong. It was Scorsese. But anyway, so that's what Frank Abagnale is doing. Jordan Belfort is doing like $1 million seminars or something like that. I don't know how much. It's probably like $300 a pop. I don't know how much it is. I'm just spitballing. I don't know how much they cost, but he's doing heavy weighted transactions doing these seminars, and they're probably even packed more because of the movie. Oh my God, it's Jordan Belfort. He's big now. He probably can't do anything on Wall Street, which is probably hurts him. He probably can't do anything like that. The SEC will probably come down on his head before he even gets a chance to step in the door. But it's very it's very funny. White men can do Frank Abagnale and Jordan Belfort. I want a black man to do that. Try. He'd still be in jail or he'd be shot dead. That's facts. He wouldn't be doing security, firms. He wouldn't be overseeing security firms. And he wouldn't be doing seminars. He'd be in the day room playing checkers for the next 60, 70 years if he tried to do what they did. But I digress. This female, she was like, it was like if she had her mind right. She didn't have her mind right. I'm that booking shit. That threw me off. That threw me way off. That threw me way off. I was like, I'm not paying for sex. That's one thing I'm not doing. Outright. You got to pay for something. You're going to pay for something somehow. So I'd pay for her travel. I'll pay for those expenses. But I'm not going to pay for sex outright. That's not going to happen. It's not how it's going to go down. She was like, and I was hitting her. I was blowing her up. I was blowing her up on Instagram. I admit it. I was blowing her up on purpose. I was like, so how was your birthday? So what are you doing now? I was just like hitting her up. I was like, and then she's, when she was on, Instagram, she was just like 2 dots. I'm about to get rid of you right now or something like that. I was just like, do what you got to do. So that's that's where that stands. I mean, she meme Bible XYZ salute Sky Saunders. He creeps in the DM. I do creep in the DM. It go down in the DM. Where's that donation from you? Cash App $10, sir. That's all we're asking. $10. I have $160 now. I'm trying to get to in the goal for today. I've yet to reach my goal. I've reached my goals on $10, $20, $40, $80. I've yet to reach it on $160. I'm trying to double that to $320. 6 likes, not bad. What, Rick James? You see 6 likes? I see 4 likes. I don't know what likes you're talking about. I only see 4 likes and 3 people watching. But I can't deny you because the algorithm is God and it favors whoever it wants to. So I can't really say it's different. I mean I can say it is different from me to you. I see 5 now. I see 5 likes. For anybody that comes in the room, now I'm asking for $10. $10 Cash App. That's your bare minimum. If you can do 5 to 8, I'll appreciate it. But I'm looking for $10. That's the goal. I see Art Hate Harders watching. Let's see some 1-ups. Yes. Run their pockets. Exactly. So this chick, we could still be something if she has her mind right. Woman got to have her mind right. I'm trying to use the right terminology, not trying to use the B word. But I really want to use it because that's in a pinch. It's like boom. It's like pow. It just hits you. Bang. Blank better have my money. Like woman better have my money. It's like, female better have my money. Better have my money. Like it just hasn't. But we're gonna boss up. I'm gonna be in here live. I'm probably gonna since we're not gonna have any relations most likely. I'm gonna just talk about my YouTube this stream that I'm having right now and my writings. See if she allows me to promote in her messages. So meme Bible XYZ, you're welcome here. Just as long as you send in $10 worth of Cash App, I'll be even happier. I'll be very, happy about that. So, she. I don't even remember her name. I can't even remember her name. I can't even remember her. Oh, I do know what it is, but I'm not gonna put it out there. Now I see 6. Now I see 6 likes with 2 people watching. But yeah, I'm not even gonna put her name out there. It's like if you can look it up, if you put in I'm just gonna say the word and the name. If you look it up, then you can go after it. But it's Slurpersaurus. If you know how to put in the right letters in the right places, I'm not gonna give you the whole thing. I'm just gonna say her IG name is Slurpersaurus, and same thing on Plenty of Fish, POF. So that's where I am right now. I'm in a good place. I hear with that triple combo. Report, block, and restrict. You hit him with that triple combo, it's all over. She's on the mat. She was done. But yeah, she wasn't feeling what I was saying. But she was sexy though. We're in the same age group. She's like 35, 36, something like that. She had 3 kids. I can imagine. Coochie's probably fire. But I may never get a chance to sample it. But there's still a chance if I play my cards right, I guess. I play my cards all crazily. Play my cards wild, no pun intended. Get her pregnant. You say give her pregnant. I say give me $10. He says LMAO. I'm serious. I'm as serious as colon cancer right now. Let's get this money. All you gotta do is hit whatever you like. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. It's all money to me. I'll take it. I'm good. I'm Gucci. It's all about that money bag. And like I said, she seemed like she had her, her head on her shoulders. Let's see some, let's see some Benjamins. That'll get us even closer to the goal. Or even if you got two Benjamins, that'll surpass the goal, and then I go up to 320. So I definitely appreciated her and will appreciate her. Like I'm gonna be in her box. Pause. And POF, I'm gonna box up, cam up. Rick James says Skyler Saunder sees my girlfriend cousin works for the government and is giving me access to the White House and Rowo would you okay? Just make sure you know how to type, my friend. You gotta learn to get off the dust before you hit the show. Before you come on my show, you gotta get off the dust. That's like a main rule, sir. I can only understand some of your writing. Others it's complete gobbledygook. But yeah, so that was a pivotal moment in my life right there. As far as my internet presence. What question you want me to ask? Nititer Biden. You meant president? You tell me. Ask the question you want to ask. Don't ask what I want to ask. What do you want to ask? Delaware? What? What kind of question? What is the question? What about Delaware? But I'll continue. Yeah, Slurposaurus. If you can put those letters together because she spells it in a special way. Um, she just fell off to me, in a sense. It was like that booking shit that really messed me up. I was like, me, I'm not a simp. I ain't paying for no sex. It's not happening. Not well, I shouldn't say a simp because simp is probably worse than a John. You need a John. I'm not a John. I'm not somebody that's gonna be paying for sex. I have a woman pay me for sex. How about that shit? You pay me. There is no case where I would pay for sex. No, Rick James. Like I told her straight up. I was like, I got the travel expenses. I take care of the gas money, your fare, whatever. I'm not, you're close. You're not getting flued out. I wouldn't pay for those kind of travel expenses either. I'm not flying a bit. I'm gonna say it. I'm not flying a female out. Um, not about that life. Maybe for Kim Kardashian or Kate Morgan. That's the name I was trying to remember. Katie Morgan. She had the sex education or something like that on HBO. I think that's lost. I think that's a lost media. Rick James is not even with Sky Bree. Not even with Sky Bree. No, no. She gonna have to pay me. I love that show. It's not that lost. It's on the hub. No, I'm talking about for like streaming services. It's lost. It's lost. Media. It's lost media on streaming services. Riley Reid. No, you can name all the kind of porn trash, or to be proper. I'll say adult film actresses. You can name as many you like. I wouldn't pay them. I'll make sure they pay me, because I'm worth it. I have the golden scepter, the platinum scepter, the diamond scepter betwixt my loins. Oh, come on, Wiz Khalifa. I was about to say Mia Khalifa. Come on. I'm not going that route. But not even Mia Khalifa. Nope. Nope. They're going to have to pay me. They're so used to getting paid for it. And Mia Khalifa was telling the truth. She was saying how, you don't get paid that much. Don't be expecting a big bag being on porn, Yeah, there's a lot. Rick James says, I'll give her my whole SS check. I'm sure you would. But you've yet to give me any of your SS check, but you give her, this sloppy porn trash, your whole SS check. Why is that? Answer that question, sir. I'm curious. Richard Pirano is my accountant. He'll pay you. All right, Richard Pirano. Salute to him. I have to do a better job, I think, because he didn't pay me any money. He said essentially if the stream is great, he'll make sure I get paid. But I must not be up to his standards. But I appreciate you, Rick James, for telling me about the show. He said he will. Well, I will and have are two different things. I will be getting paid is different than I have gotten paid. Two totally different things. I couldn't tell that he liked the stream. He didn't pay me. You got to bring somebody to the table, or you got to pay me. Like you, Rick James, you brought three people to the table. One sadly was BS, but you brought him to the table nonetheless. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was happy with my triple combo. Pow, pow, pow. Report, restrict, block. Bow, bow, bow. All on Instagram. She wanted to act funny style. I'm like, I just want to have a conversation with you. Why, I'm really about to block you from here on. You can catch me on my live, but that's about it. Like, all right. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Tell it like it is. I'm gonna say the B word this time. These bitches ain't shit. These hoes ain't loyal. It's facts. You ever seen the meme with what's his name? Jaheim and Too Short. You look at Too Short and Jaheim. You say, put that woman first. See how dusty Jaheim looks for putting that woman first. You do not put that woman first. That's facts. You're not even consider putting her first. These hoes ain't loyal. They're not. And you gotta tell it like it. You gotta be strong with it. Because they don't want you. You yourself should say, I don't want to be that. But then you think about the opposite, the trade. They don't want you to be a simp. They don't want you to be, well, here's $500. Why don't you go get your nails and your hands? You get a mani and a pedi and get a wash and set or a hot oil treatment. Like, what? I ain't paying for that shit. You must be out your monkey ass mind. Talking to me like with that. But lower your tone, bitch. See, now I must say it. I'm trying not to say it, but It's still worth. I mean, if Ayn Rand can print it in her novel, I can say it on here. But in all, I hit her with the triple combo. I'm proud of myself. I'm still being on her live, and we may even have some kind of relationship beyond that. But we'll see. I'll let you know in the future. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you to 2 people that came in: Meme, Bible, XYZ, and of course, 3 people. Excuse me, William and Rick James. So I appreciate all of you. I'll most likely see you tomorrow. Friday show, Friday. And I appreciate all your, input, and the fact that you got me up to 6 likes, 2 views. So I salute to you. He has the Vulcan salute. That's what Rick James has. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.